Hello everybody, you're watching Curious Pavel, the channel that gives you the interesting part of the history. Today we're gonna talk about Queen Victoria and her husband Albert. So we are in front of Buckingham Palace, which is not a coincidence, because Queen Victoria was the first monarch to turn Buckingham House into Buckingham Palace. And here is a brief history about her. Born in 1819, she comes from the House of Hanover, speaking German, English, French and Italian. When she becomes queen in 1837, she's 18 years old. A few years later, her uncle Leopold, who was actually the King of Belgium, marries her to her first cousin, Albert. Something that's supposed to be an arranged marriage happened to be a true love, and they married here in St. James's Palace. They had 9 children and 42 grandchildren, which were actually spread around Europe. She had grandchildren in Greece, Romania, Russia, Germany, Spain and many other countries, which made her the grandmother of Europe. During the First World War, few of her grandchildren are actually fighting against each other. At the beginning of the project, we show you this picture, and I said that she looks like a person that is difficult to impress. After reading more about her, I take my words back. Here's why. Around 20 years after their marriage, Albert dies, and Queen Victoria is devastated. She wears black till the end of her reign. For 5 years, she doesn't show up in the public. Buckingham Palace looks like an empty museum. Even few posters are spread around saying that the palace is for rent. She doesn't even open the parliament, which she's supposed to do. She does it once, but she thinks it's too much for her. She doesn't do it anymore. Until something happens. Victoria ruled in a time that the British Empire was so huge, and she was fascinated by one specific country, that is India. If you're a queen and you cannot go to India, what happens? India comes to you. She had Indian servants who were preparing for her the Indian cuisine and also giving her stories. Victoria was alive once more, even though she wore black till the end of her days. She died in 1901, making her the longest reigning monarch with 63 years. Until in 2015, Queen Elizabeth smashed her record. There are few monuments around here that remind us about Victoria and her life, starting from this one over here, the Queen Victoria Memorial. Right next to Trafalgar Square is Admiralty Arch, which was built by her son, Edward VII, after the death of his mother. Not far from the palace is Royal Albert Hall, which is under refurbishment. It was built by Queen Victoria and shows the love for her husband. And right across the street is the Albert Memorial. More of our videos can be found over here. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.